how we gonna live here for next 2 weeks. So I believe you don't understand Chinese as me as well yet. So for example, here it says that I am committed to stay in the room for 14 days and I'm not allowed to leave it in any circumstances. And actually, if I did leave, I would get into really many troubles. Hi guys, I did something what I was not supposed to do in last 2 days, and right now, because of coronavirus, I am put here in the special room for the next 14 days without any possibility to go out. So 2 days ago I came back from Shanghai. I made more than 2,000 kilometers back to Harbin, and actually that's the main reason why I'm put here, because there's maybe a really little small chance that I might have like this coronavirus in myself. Because as you know, like this incubation period for the virus is from 2 to 14 days. If I cross that line, which is, actually I can show you, which is here. If I cross this line, I might be kicked out totally from this hotel. And I'm gonna do this. It's alright. And here on my doors, another stuff. So here I have to measure my temperature daily. Actually, I'm too lazy sometimes to measure it, so I just write random numbers since I feel pretty good. And I have to do 2 times a day. You can see like the times. For example, usually I like to sleep longer and wake up when it's like 11 or something, but they usually wake me up with this time because they're really strict about that. And here, it's the main rule of the stuff that's going on here. So these are like the rules, what I have to do and I have to act. So, for example, like if my temperature is above 37 and 2, I should like immediately inform them, and then probably gonna put me into even like bigger isolation. Also they say open the windows and have to ventilate the room every day. Actually, the thing about it, I can show you. Outside there is almost minus 30 degrees Celsius. Because like this city is one of the coldest in whole China because of northeast. Anyway, so if I try to open the window, I can open just a little bit. You can feel a bit cold weather coming from here. If you take a closer look, you can see like some ice here. And the problem is sometimes I get really cold in here. So then I try to close my window back, but it's still cold, you know? So what I did, I tried to use a tape. I'm not like expert in crafts, but I still tried to kind of cover this. Didn't work. Anyways, we can go to the next rule. So since I'm a Lithuanian and all Lithuanians really love free things, so here you can see that they're gonna give me free feeding for 3 times a day. I believe this was my breakfast, this was my lunch, and that was my dinner yesterday, and so on. The same food every day, but since it's free, I'm kinda good with that. Okay. So another important thing to keep me busy for me is to study. Since I really love East Asian languages, especially Korean, but right now I believe I have to learn new things. So this is my Chinese textbook. I believe that's really important to become really good at science and academics. So when I arrived to China, and especially like this university hotel, it's like a really old school looking stuff. Like here, like we have like a many buttons which actually I cannot recognize at all what they mean. So I just try randomly to push them. I was really surprised actually with this thing. I mean, it's really amazing. Like now I believe that why China is so developed in technologies. If I spin this circle, this button a little bit, you can see what's happening. The brightness is changing, and that's really perfect for my YouTube videos. I just spent hours of playing with this because it's so fun. Sadly, the right one doesn't work. This is the bed where I sleep. I'm a young guy. Of course I don't sleep alone. That's my friend. His name is Steven. I try to make him warm. You know, I need to have a friend since, like, I feel right now everybody abandoned me, nobody likes me. I mean, the staff members, like, every time they knock to my doors, when I open the doors, the moment I open them, they're 20 meters away. So I don't feel like the most likable guy right now. I also have like some Chinese tea, which is like the stuff that they drink here every day. But in Europe, you know, like we love coffee. So I bought like this bag of coffee, and I knew it won't be enough. So I bought this as well. I hope it will be okay for the next 2 weeks. Here I have some scented candle. Actually, since I'm a romantic guy, I like to keep some romance in my room, even though I'm alone. I have like 2 letters from my really good Korean friends, Kahyun and Chiyong. They wrote me in Korean. Since you cannot read Korean, you won't understand that. That's funny. But anyways, they wish me best of luck in China. Well, I think when they wrote that, they didn't expect me to be isolated and locked out totally here. I was informed that I have to buy like some essential stuff, not including food, for the next 2 weeks. Of course, it's water. As you can see here, I have almost nothing, zero. But, you know, I'm smart. I am a master degree student, so what I did, I bought something in advance. This sucks. This is way better. And this is American propaganda, which I don't like. So, there's another one. Anyways, these babies are my important thing. They will keep me alive here for the next few weeks because I cannot get dehydrated or whatever that word is. This hotel is pretty old, you know, but I like it. It's really good. Because like actually in the northeast China, everything, like what's the main difference between the north and south of China? That here they have a central heating system, which actually makes a really big air pollution, one of the biggest in whole China, but it makes me warm, so nobody cares about that, I guess, right? And the last of the last things I have here are my most favorite Korean K-pop group. It's called Twice. You can see their emotions. They're really sad that I got here to this room. And I think each of them understand how I feel. This actually was my first emotions, first hours of being here. I felt like very like desperated and depressed. But, you know, in the end, good things happen. Because I believe, here I have as well, that in the end I'll be happy with them. I mean, I will be happy because of them. Momo, Chaeyoung, Mina, she's from Japan. That's also Japanese, she's Asana. Taehyun from Korea, Jihyo from Korea. I forgot her name. Nayeon from Korea, and that's Zui from Taiwan, China. Anyways, so I hope you will know later on about this more, because that's important for me. Not everybody can be isolated for this long time. And since I told you that Lithuanians have a really high suicide rate, I think I brought some culture of this here. You can see this little guy, he just, like, he couldn't take it anymore, I believe. Like, he hanged himself here. But I believe it will give me some nightmares later. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed my video, and actually in the last week I saw like a really not nice comments about some people like criticizing China, what they're trying to do, like maybe they're not trying to do enough to stop this situation, but as I talked with my Chinese friends and what I saw, how people trying to wear masks or try to help each other in this hard situation. This is like actually what I want to do in the next videos. I want to talk more about like the situation and maybe give my own opinion, which is more truth, because you know there's only one truth in this world, and it's me, Paul. See you!